All right, here we are, hole number 9 here. Now, what I'll typically do here in the pro division is just a QB drive. You can see I actually got a very large wind. You'll want to make sure that if you do get the large wind, that you're very careful with the way that you go about this play, because you don't want to make yourself land too long. But also keep in mind, if you get a 5 wind, you may have to go just a little bit more over power. So I'm not going to go very much over power here. I'm thinking somewhere right around here. You may want to go just a little bit more in the event that your wind's a bit smaller. So you'll just have to play based on the wind that they give you. Looks like, oh my goodness, I'm really just over this setup today. Like everything is just barely going off on all my shots, and it's just really, really frustrating. So you can see just a little bit too much power. If that wind was 0.1, 0.2 lower, it would have held. So keep in mind that there's not necessarily anything wrong with the power. I might even need a little bit more power. Let's say that wind was a 5. I may want to actually give it just a little bit more. So you do need to just get that just perfect. I'm gonna just pitch it backwards, just to make sure that we're not ruining the guide. Of course, I can go full power. I wouldn't even really need top spin here, so you'd want to stay off this top spin, and I could essentially go full power. If I could hit that island, I'm going to be up there by the green anyway, so I do want to just point that out. But we are going to just pitch back here. I don't want to waste this guide. I want to make sure that you guys can make the slight fine tune on the tee shot that I just did. As I mentioned, if that was a 7.3 wind, it was perfect. If it was a 7 wind, you're still good. 6 point, you could do the exact same shot on a 6.5. I'd only start to maybe just get just a little bit more aggressive with a little bit more power if it's down there right around 5.2. If it's really on that low end of the scale, to where you might want to go a little bit more power. So keep that in mind. But other than that, you're going to see, oh wow, so another huge wind. So both of these are huge cases. So what I'll typically do here is about 4 backspin. And we're going to land up towards the front of the fairway. You can see with how my ball guide offset is, we're going to need to underpull our rings. I'm thinking 6-ish. You can see, it's uphill. We're pulling to lower ground. We're towards min club. So you need to definitely pull less rings. So I'm not even going 6 there. That's 5.8. And let's just see how this, I'm early. That was totally me right there. Just kind of jumped the gun. But the needle did, it was just a little hesitant. Like it was kind of, the animation was a little glitchy on mine, which kind of made me jump the gun, because I was kind of releasing on my normal timing, and it was just like super early. But you can see that ring adjustment looked pretty good, 5.8 for a 7.2. But again, you can see where my opponent is. He was well behind me, so he'd have to go just a little bit more than my ring adjustment because he's more at max club. So you got to keep things like this in mind. Good luck with those rounds. Do consider going up to expert. There's really not a lot of advantage to stay in pro. Only do pro if you absolutely have to, if you don't have coin management, because you're really going to get the more opportunity for better rewards, better balls, better clubs. You can get Apocalypse, you can get Cataclysm, you can get Nirvana, Spitfire in those expert chests. You can't get them at all in pro. So the sooner you can get out of pro, the better. That's my best advice for you guys. So good luck with that. Good luck with your rounds. Let me know how it goes. And take care, guys. See you guys next time.